Hey everybody, I'll be making a Nifty Island compatible glass material using Blender 4.0 and Microsoft Paint. Now you can use Blender 3.0, you can use any paint program you need. All we're doing is making a couple simple PNG files. So I use Paint because it's faster. So we'll start with Paint. And what we're going to do is we're going to fill the default square with a black color. So black's already selected. We'll just fill it. And we're going to save this. We're already done with this one. Save it as PNG and call it alpha 1. Now we want to save the second one with a gray color. So what I'm going to do is select this default gray, but I'm going to make it a little darker. Somewhere around there. And we can adjust this later, but I like to start with a darker gray. And then fill that. And this is our second image. This is alpha 2. So save it as alpha 2. All right, we're done with Paint. So we can open Blender. And this is a brand new project. I haven't started any materials or anything. So I'm just going to hit Alt A and press Delete. And then I'm going to add a small sphere just so we can see through the glass and look at something. This isn't actually part of the glass material. I'm just going to add a quick sphere to look at through the glass. So I'll add a UV sphere, make it look pretty by giving it some color. Let's see, we'll make it a red, and let's make it shiny. And we'll have to turn it on to material mode. Now you can see we have a nice pretty red ball. Let's make some glass around it. So to do that, we're going to add a cube, or it can be anything, but anything you want to be glass. A plane, another sphere, it doesn't matter. I picked a cube. So we're ready to create the glass now. This cube is going to be glass. So click the cube, go to shading, click a new material, name it glass, and we're going to hit Shift A and add a texture, an image texture. And we're actually going to do two of them. So you can hit Shift D to duplicate this one and drop it down below. And we're also going to do a color ramp. That's so we can adjust the color we want. The tinting and everything for the glass. You'll see. So drag, drag color to base color. Try that again. Color to base color. And this, let's add the color ramp before we do that. That doesn't matter, actually. Color to alpha. Okay, let's drag these over just a little bit. And we're going to add in the color ramp here. And again, this is for just fine-tuning the tint of the glass, or the opacity, or whatever you want to call it. All right, so let's open our first image. Is going to be alpha 1 that I saved on the desktop. And that's just a pure black image. There we go, pure black. We're going to open the second image here. That's alpha 2 on the desktop. And that's the gray image. Now, to turn on the transparency, we have to go to the Material tab and go down to Blend Mode, right down here. Actually, we can turn our roughness down while we're here to make it glossy. And Blend Mode to Alpha Blend. Boom. Okay, the cube is now transparent, but it's actually so transparent that you can really barely tell it's transparent. You can just barely see reflections, which is fine. That's what this is for. That's what we're going to adjust here. I also like to give it a color tint. So the way I do it is go to emission, pick the color you want. I usually use like a, I don't know, blue, green, teal kind of thing, and put it down to halfway. Strength, let's start it at 0.5. And you can see the difference, like in 1.5, it's actually not a big difference. You can't really tell I'm doing it. But now we can actually upload it like this and test it out. But I want to show you what the color shader, the color ramp does before I do that. So we'll start with the white color. Click on the white cube there, and then click this white to change it. If it doesn't move anything, switch to the black and change that. But so white is not doing anything for us. So we put it all the way back up to white. So click the black cube over here, or square, and then change black. And here, this is where you'll see the difference. You can see that it's adding more of the, I don't know, density to the glass, I guess. So I don't want it that much. I'm just going to go just barely off black there. And it didn't change much, but we'll test it out in Nifty. Okay, so I'm going to actually pack these resources, so those two images. I'm going to go to File, External Data, Pack Resources. And down here, you can see it says Pack 2 files underneath this pop-up here. Now I'm going to export it as a GLB file. I'm going to turn off animation. We don't have any. And I'll just call it glass test. It's on the, let's save it to the desktop just to make it easier to find, and export. Okay, let's go to Nifty Island and upload it. So I'm on the Creator Suite here, and here's glass test. I choose the structure building because it gives you the most options. You're allowed multiple meshes, you're allowed 100,000 tries, and like 5 different materials or something like that. So it's very lenient. That's why I choose building for testing mode. Now we just wait and see what Nifty Island does to it. There you have it. So you can see the difference in Blender. Of course, we'll go to the layout here. Barely visible tint, right? But in Nifty, it's a little more visible. So you can adjust, if you want it less visible, you can adjust your color, make it darker. You can also adjust your emission strength. I left it at 0.5. I didn't realize that. That's probably why it's so bright. Turn that down to 0.2. And that's you'll probably like it a little more. And the last adjustment is in here. Remember this, with this black color, we can actually turn it down to all the way black again, and it'll be even less apparent. So that's pretty much it. That's how it turns out. That's how it'll look in the game. So I hope this helps you, and I'm sure there's tons of other ways to do this, but this is the way I've discovered works best for me. So thank you very much for watching.